Hello, 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 hello. I'm just going to wait here for a minute or two and let everything kind of get situated. And I'm also going to share it on my phone. So if you see me looking down there, that is what I'm doing. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a good Monday and it's not like a Monday, you know what I'm saying? Um, hey, everybody's starting to come in. What's up? What's up? I am just sharing this so that more people can see it. Tell me about your day. Hey, Joan. Okay, so if you hear kid noise or family noise in the background, they are working on going to bed. So there's that. All right. Get started here in just a minute. So spirit anxiety, what questions do you guys have? Start popping them down in the comments if you have some right off the bat, and I will get to those. Get started here in just a minute for those of you that just came in. Hey, Amy. Hey, Jenny. Who else is here? My husband. Hey, everybody. Just sharing the video in a few places here so that people can see that we're here. One more. Hey, Jen, Davina, everyone else. Brooke, hey guys, here comes everybody. Amy has a question. Good question, Amy. We'll get to that in just a second. Okay, done with that. All right, let's get started. First of all, happy Monday, everyone. I hope you guys are all doing well and had a good weekend. We had a busy weekend. A lot of stuff going on. Actually, you know what? It was mostly just Saturday. I had a lot of stuff going on Saturday, but we made it. We're here. We're doing some things. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Robert. Okay, so spirit anxiety. Let's talk. So first off, to give credit where credit is due, I think I remember where I heard this. It's from my friend Sara on her blog that she used to have a really big blog about shamanism. And it was one of the first blogs that I ever started reading. Sara Petrino is her name. She actually took down her blog and does not, she's kind of going in a different direction now with her life. So I would plug her blog, but she doesn't have it anymore. So we, anyway, but I'm pretty sure that's where I heard the term spirit anxiety. So basically, what happens is for people who are sensitive or empathic, whatever you want to call it, or both, hey, Nick, they can feel when spirit is around, right? So whether it's angels or our spirit guides or loved ones that have crossed over or even earthbound spirits. Hey, Tish, we can feel that as energy. And when we are new to our spiritual gifts and we're just kind of navigating the waters and learning what everything feels like, what everything kind of just learning, our physical bodies can interpret that energy as anxiety because it's not familiar with it. It doesn't, our brain doesn't have a reference for like what that is and how to process it. And so our body just goes, okay, I'm feeling my energy's doing something weird. What's happening? And then we freak out and get anxious and like, oh my gosh, okay. So, hey, James. So yeah, so that's what our bodies, physically will do. They're going to freak out because our energy is being raised. Spirit raises our energy when they come in. Um, they're on a higher plane than we are. So it's easier for them to raise our energy than for them to try and lower their energy, if that makes sense. So they need to raise our energy up to match or at least be closer to the level that they're at. And when our energy goes up, what does our body do, right? It's like adrenaline. It's like, oh my gosh, right? Spirit anxiety. So um, that can be one of the first signs that you're starting to like notice what's happening when spirits come near you and are trying to communicate with you. That can be one of the first things that we start to notice, is that all of a sudden we just feel anxious, and we might not know why. We might not, because we just don't have a point of reference for that. What I've found is that once we know what it is, we're able to train our body to know that that's just spirit trying to communicate with us. And then we don't necessarily go into that freak out mode and go full blown anxiety attack, if that makes sense. Just loading this on my phone, you guys. Sorry, I want to be able to see your comments. So I think the best way for us to learn how to train ourselves to do this is just to recognize when it starts to happen, when you start to feel that anxious anxiety stuff. Stop for a second, try and just like, whoa, hit pause. Like, why are we feeling anxious? Let's tune in. And then go within and really listen and see, okay, is this something, is it spirit, or is it something, environmental that we need to be aware of? And for sensitives, it can also be other people's anxiety. So that's another thing you need to watch out for. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to be spirit or someone around you is feeling anxious. If you're an empath, you're going to pick that up and feel that. Okay. So something to be aware of for those sensitives out there, which is probably all of you watching. I'm going to go through here. I know I saw some questions, so hold on one second here. Does anybody have any questions or comments or ways that it manifests for you that you want to share? Okay, Amy, I kind of answered your question. She said, how do you know what you're feeling is spirit anxiety? So I kind of answered that, I think. Let me know if I need to go into that a little further. And Tish, there needs to be an earthbound textbook. Absolutely. I don't know if I want to be the one to write it, though. Okay, let's see. Tish, do you think that there may be a percentage of anxiety that is still a lack of faith in our gifts to feel spirit? Yeah, I feel like, and I'm not discounting that there is genuine anxiety. I mean, there are reasons to have genuine anxiety too, as far as mental illness and even just environmental. Like, our body still reacts to the physical world. So if there's a reason, we're still animals deep down. So if there's a reason for us to be anxious around, then our body will still react to that as well, fight or flight. Our job as sensitives and empaths is to learn the difference, learn how to tell the difference. And that totally comes from practice. So you just have to, start tuning in when it happens. The first thing you need to do is scan the room, make sure there's not like a predator coming after you or something. And then if it's not something in your physical environment, there's no real reason to feel anxious. Like, you have those moments where, like, God, I'm so anxious and scared, but I have no idea why, then that's when you need to stop and tune in and just think, okay, is this spirit? Is there somebody else here that's maybe feeling some kind of way that I'm picking up on? Yeah. And then just really, that's where you're going to have to, develop those gifts once you know it's spirit, that can stop the anxiety, but then where do you go from there, right? That's when you're going to have to let everything else start to kick in. So, yeah. Amy says it wasn't until I started questioning where the anxiety was coming from that I felt like I had a handle on my sensitivity. Exactly. That's kind of what I just said. Like once you determine that the source of the anxiety is actually something in the spiritual realm, then from there, I think that's a big first step, right? Just giving yourself, like, I don't know, it kind of gives you faith in yourself that, like, hey, I figured something out, right? And then from there, you can kind of, like I said, from there is where you need to develop your gifts, and then, the steps after that, what's going to happen, if that makes sense. Tish is going to write that textbook, everybody, so send her your tips. Yeah, Tish, biochemical, right? Like, I mean, I'm not discounting that there are genuine, mental things going on with people. So for sure, for sure. Yes, James, one thing he likes to ask himself is, does this emotion belong to me? Absolutely. As an empath, that's a huge question that is really hard sometimes to get a hold of, to learn how to separate. That's not mine, right? When you're doing like a reading or a healing session on somebody, or even just walking around in public, let's be real. You can pick up that stuff anywhere, guys. Your aura is bumping into everyone all day long. So yeah, for sure. Sarah's going to help you write your book, Tish. So there we go. Does anybody have any tips or anything that you have figured out along the way? For me, like I said, it's more because I used to, you guys, this anxiety that I had, I'm not even kidding you, was debilitating. Like, especially at night when I would be trying to go somewhere, or if I was driving the car alone, that was my biggest trigger. I would end up in a puddle and just like full on anxiety attack, can't breathe, I'm freaking out. What the hell? You know what I mean? But then I tried to, well, I never knew what it was when I was like a teenager growing up. It just plagued me my entire life. So, I was going to the doctor trying to get meds and like all the stuff. Nothing ever worked because it wasn't that. It was spirit coming in, trying to get my attention. And I was going, no, not today with my gifts. And so, Sarah said, don't try to fight it. You won't win. Exactly. Especially if it's spirit anxiety, because those guys are not going to give up until you stop being stubborn and decide, okay, maybe I should start dealing with these gifts that I have. Am I right? Spirit will not leave you alone unless you, or until you start paying attention. They're going to keep trying to get your attention until you pay attention. So, but all right, guys, any other questions or comments about spirit anxiety? I hope I explained that well for everybody. Just that I feel like as soon as I begin to trust that I am where I need to be, and I am following my higher self, things start to fall into place. Yeah, Tish, exactly. For me, my anxiety pretty much completely disappeared when I finally started to open up and listen and pay attention. I can say now I almost never get anxiety, and if I do, I try to stop it right away and just really check in and see, okay, is there somebody here that needs to talk to me? Is there a message I need to get? Something like that, before I go into a full-blown like crazy situation, right? Okay, Amy put something here. Let me see what she said. Yeah, okay, so that's literally what I just said. But yeah, the second she starts to feel her emotions are out of control, like anger, anxiety, sadness, she stops and does what James said too. Is this mine? Is this mine that I'm feeling? Or is this somebody else's that I need to check in? Yeah. Like, am I mad? Am I worrying about something? Is there any reason for me to have this emotion? I've noticed that too. Like, sometimes like you just start feeling like mad or sad or whatever for literally no reason. And you're just sitting there or something and you're all of a sudden you're like, screw the world, and you're like, whoa, what just happened? Because I was totally fine a second ago. So yeah, that's a good one. Tish said they have big plans for all of us, so we must listen. Absolutely, you guys. 2018 is our year. People are waking up and unplugging at like a crazy rate right now, and it's crazy the people that are coming out of the woodwork, so to speak. In my life anyway, I'm sure it's probably the same for everyone, but once people get a whiff of like, oh, something about this like spiritual stuff, and then they literally are coming out of nowhere to like ask questions and talk about it. It's crazy. So yeah, we definitely need to be paying attention right now and like really listening and doing what they're telling us to do, because for sure there's stuff to be done. So okay. Robert said, I have anxiety provoking visions as well. Surrendering to the possibility and allowing things to happen as they will helped a lot. Yes, absolutely. I think that's one of the biggest things, right? Is like when we finally decide to just be like, okay, oh my gosh, just what? Like really listen. And then we start kind of doing what they say, or, at least making an attempt. All the like annoying or distracting or the anxiety, those things that spirit does to try to get our attention, to try and wake us up, they don't need to do that anymore. So we don't get the anxiety. We don't get, all this weird, like the ear ringing. You can still get that at times, but it's lessened for me. I don't really get that as much as I used to. But anyway, point is, they don't have to do all the annoying things that they do before we wake up and pay attention to try and get our attention, because we're listening finally. Okay, James has a tip for everyone. He said, using some sort of visualization to kind of let yourself be what you need to be in the moment. What he means is, for example, if you're going to work, you can walk to the doorway and say, I need to be this person right now in this moment. I need to review this part of me right now in this moment. And then the psychic part needs to kind of be quiet, not off quiet. And so when I go to work, I walk through the door and just say, I need to be a teacher for the kids I work with in this moment. And I don't need to be an intuitive. So when I go to the play or to the expos or anywhere where I actually need to tune in, I told myself I need to be aware. I need to be my psychic self today. So doorways are really helpful for me. Yeah, absolutely. Or he says like a bubble around you that you can see outside of, and what's hitting the bubble kind of separates you from stuff, like from anything else around you. Yeah, exactly. The rest of that's there if you guys want to go read it. It's kind of long. Love you, James. Yes, owning your truth. Emotion flows from secret holds. Exactly. The crystals actually ask me to share the images I capture. The best gift ever. Tish, your site is amazing. By the way, you guys, Tish on here, if you're a crystal junkie of any kind, you need to go check that out because it is cool. Okay, I am obsessed with crystals though, but seriously, go check it out. She like magnifies crystals and takes pictures and like looks at the little facets and things inside them. It's very cool, you guys. I think she has a calendar too, so like, yeah. Anyway, go check her out. She's cool. Yeah, Davina, everyone is different. It depends on where you are in your spiritual journey, how comfortable you are with your gifts. Exactly. There's definitely different levels to everything, right? And everybody experiences everything differently, for sure. Yeah, Tish, she was talking about that this morning. She said she gets like a throbbing between her eyes, kind of Martha Krejci had described it this morning in her live stream as like a bump or a plum or a growth or some kind. Um, yeah, Davina, yeah, especially if it's a new experience. It also has a lot to do with acceptance of such gifts. Absolutely, 100%. Tish's Optical Awakenings is her page. Thank you, Tish. I couldn't remember the name of your page. Um, okay, so awesome. I had one more thing I wanted to say. It came to me while I was reading the comment and I forgot. Oh, James, I know it was related to your thing. So as far as turning your gifts on and off, I think I'm going to do a separate live stream about this, but yeah, for sure, we need to have some way of letting spirit know I'm available for messages right now. I'm not available for messages right now, right? Like my open sign is on, my open sign is off, right? Because, okay, when we have these gifts, we're like open, but that doesn't mean we need to be full blown open all the time. Some people choose to live that way, and that's totally fine. But me personally, no. When I am out in public and I am running errands or doing things like that, I don't have time for spirit to be coming up to me like Teresa Caputo and being like, hey, go talk to that stranger over there that you don't know. Nope, no. That's, first of all, it's unethical to walk up to strangers and be like, hey, can I read your energy? No, you shouldn't be doing that, okay? Second of all, just no, I don't want spirits bothering me 24/7. Okay, I just don't. I need some time when I don't feel like I'm talking to nobody all the time, or I'm out in public and people think I'm a freaking crazy person because I'm either talking to myself out loud or, we all get that look when you're talking to spirit. Come on, you know the look, right? When someone's talking to spirit, they get that look on their face like, I mean, they're like looking, but they're really not looking. You know what I mean? Because we're listening to things and like sometimes seeing things behind our eyeballs. And so, okay, I don't need to be looking like a crazy person. So, yes, definitely figure out a way to tell them, hey, bro, not right now, right? Yeah, Tish said she keeps a pen and paper with her everywhere. Shower crayons. That's a great idea. We were talking about that the other day, how we always get like downloads in the shower, and it's like, great, what the frick am I supposed to do with this while I'm in here? I'm never going to remember this by the time I get out and I'm near my pen, right? Amy, you're so funny. Yeah. No, for real. Not wanting to be Teresa Caputo. Like, I love her. She's entertaining, but it's not my style. No thanks. Yeah, James, I don't turn it completely off, but I do tell them that not right now. If it's important, definitely come to me, but if it's just someone passing through or whatever, it's like later. We have office hours for that. I just it's all about the intentions we set, right? And when we're available and when we're not, and how available we are at times. Exactly. Yeah, I never turn it all the way off. I just turn it down and tell them. And I just tell them, like you said, right now, not available, come back later. Monica said your gifts are for purpose of others. They unfold them. You have to own it, not revealing all, but being informative for the needed purpose. Yeah, true. I agree with that. Okay. So, who wants to do a few readings? Anybody? So what I'm going to do for the reading portion is, here's how I read. I'm not going to do any mediumship readings. It's not appropriate for a live stream, so I'm not going to do that. I have pen and paper, and I have my cards. Okay, so and James, no judging on my tarot. Okay, I don't use tarot as real tarot. Okay, I use these cards as kind of just a jumping off point more intuitively. Okay, so I don't read the books. I don't necessarily read the cards, only if I'm drawn to. But what I will do is tell you what the card is and then tell you what I'm getting from that card. Okay, so each card means something different to me for every reading. So I'm just picking on James because he's like a tarot guy, so and a runes guy, so he's probably going to be like cringing the whole time, like, no, stop. Okay, so if you, oh, and the other thing is I have the pen and paper because I am going to get guardian angel names for people if you would like that. Or, and if you want me to do just a, like a reading, a card reading, tell me if you want me to concentrate on love, wealth, or I don't do health, you guys, because that again, not appropriate for a live reading. Because we don't want things coming out that are super personal. Okay. Okay. So if you want a reading, let me know. And for some reason, my computer stopped showing me comments. So let me go back to my phone. Yeah, Tish, she said something about the Teresa Caputo gets emergency messages from the dead who must intervene with people's lives. A lot of that is staged too, you guys. Don't believe everything you see. A lot of that is pre-arranged and it just looks like it's not. So TV is not always real life. Okay, Sarah, so let me know. Is it Prothro? Is that how you say your name, buddy? He says he's new. Hello. Yeah, so again, if you want a reading, let me know what kind of reading you would like. Or if you want your guardian angel names, tell me that too, and I will definitely do that. Thanks, James. Okay, so let's go with, I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Is it Prothro? Is a lady? Okay. Or your last name. What do you want me to, what's your name? Tell me that and I will call you by your name. Is it Laren? Is that your first name? Okay, just waiting. I'm going to go on to the next one, but let me know, okay? Because I want to be able to use, Laren is your name? Okay. So she wanted a love and wealth. Okay, so let's do, can you pick one, love or wealth? I'm only going to do one. And they're separate things, so let's pick one so the cards know what to focus on. Laren, your name is pretty, by the way. I'm guessing you must be a friend of Davina's. All right, love. Okay, you got it. Is there any certain question you have? The more specific we can get, the better, okay? And I'm only going to go until 8, you guys. So whoever we get to today, if we don't get to you today, then I'm going to do these weekly every Monday. So definitely check back. I will make an event page. The spirits went crazy when I finally decided to do this, and they gave me a bazillion topics. So I'm good for a few months at least, okay? All right, Laren's love life. Laren, do you have any specific question, honey? Otherwise, we can just go general love life. Twin flame. All right. Careful what you wish for on that one. Do I know him already, or is he someone completely new? Got it. Okay. I'm just going to ask, do you know your twin flame already? Okay. 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 So the cards, first of all, I used my Healing with the Fairy deck. The fairies wanted to talk to you about love because they love love. So the first card we got is be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. So what I'm getting from this card is that you already know the answer. You already know the answer. And it's you just need to think about it and see what comes to you and see whose name pops in maybe. And be honest with yourself. Okay. The next card you got was sexuality. So with this one, I'm not to call you out or be super personal, but it may be somebody that you've had this kind of relationship with. And these two might go together. And yeah, so I think maybe it might be somebody you already know. And this one is honoring your true feelings. So again, yes, I think you already know this person and you may know them really well. You know what I mean? And you need to just be honest, okay? Be honest with yourself about somebody that you know, and then honor your true feelings. So either you're feeling like, yes, I do want to be with this person, or maybe no, I don't. But my answer is yes. I feel like you already know this person and might know them rather well. So let me know how that goes. She said, oh my God. Okay, then we're not going to get that. Yep, personal business, right? Personal business. Okay, so there you go, kiddo. Hope that helps. Okay, so Rachel. Is it Rachel or Rochelle? I don't know how to tell on here. Guardian angel names. Yes, let's do that. Okay, so let me see. Okay, the first name I'm getting for you is Larry. Love it. I checked twice because Larry. Okay, Larry. Okay, Larry and Beatrice are the two that are coming forward for you. Let's see if they have a message for you today. Beatrice wants to talk. She says you can call me B. And she very much reminds me of a grandmother type figure. So if you're feeling like grandmotherly type energy around you, that's her, okay? She says, young one. We are so happy that you tuned in tonight and made contact with us. Now that you know our names, please make an effort to talk to us and then listen for our reply. We're always with you and we're here when you need us. That's it. They're stepping back. So there you go. Larry and Beatrice. Well, Grandma B, you can call her. So let's see who's next. Amy, would you rather have your angel names or hear about wealth, hun? Let me know. Hi, Tammy. Okay, Jenny. Um, if I've asked you a question, you guys just put it down. I'll get back to it, okay? Okay, let's see. Samira, I see that you would love one. Let me know. I think I saw you down below here too. Yep, okay. Okay, Jenny, let's do guardian angel names for Jenny. All right. Okay, first name I'm getting is Francis, but he wants you to call him Frank. And hold on, the other one's okay. The other one's name is Marcia. Let's see if they have a message for you tonight. Frank wants to talk. He says, Jenny, we're really proud of the progress you've made this year. Okay. He says that they are friends with my guardian angels, and that's why they brought us together. They said, thank you. Frank says, thank you for paying attention to the signs and listening and using the, hold on, using the gifts that we have sent you. They're talking about me, so blush, but thank you. Not that I'm bragging, you guys. Jenny and I have been doing some coaching sessions, so that's what they're talking about. He says just keep up the good work, and now that you know their names, they want you to check in with them once in a while. Frank has a very like in your face kind of energy, so I feel like you will definitely he's very like powerful and like strong and like think biker dude. That's kind of what he reminds me of. He's very like in your face, so I really feel like you'll be able to tell when he's around. Marsha's very quiet. She has not said a thing, so I don't. She's kind of hanging back, like she's kind of letting Frank do all the talking. So I'm guessing that Frank is the one that you need to work with the most right now, just because he's very vocal. And Marsha's there too, but she's very quiet. Okay, there you go. Brooke, saw you next. Brooke, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn that off. Brooke, I am going to not give you a reading tonight, if that's okay, just because I got to you last week. Definitely come back and definitely ask me again and I will get to you, okay? I want to get some other people a chance here. Okay. Rachel or Rochelle, I'm sorry, I don't know which it is, but guardian angel names, we're going to go for you. Okay, let's see what we get for you. I kind of knew that this would be a popular thing tonight just because not very many people do it. So use my gifts as they're being asked. Okay. So let me focus. I'm going to call you Rachel. I hope that's right. Guardian angel names. Okay. I asked several times on this one. Your first one's name is Beauty, as in like beautiful. And okay. Your second one's name is Precious. I asked several times on that one too, and I said, "Are you guys kidding me with this?" And they said, "No, we're not. Stop making fun of our names." So, Beauty and Precious are your angels. And just so you know, guardian angels can have any name ever created. So, these are the ones that they decided to use for now. So, let's see. They both feel like feminine energy to me, which makes sense with their names. Neither one wants to say anything, but I'll just kind of give you a little description here. So they're feeling very delicate is a good way to put it. They very girly girls. Let's see. I don't know. They're showing me like lace, like like on a wedding dress, like lace fabric. That's kind of the energy I get from them. Just real precious and beautiful, right? Like lace. But yeah, that's the energy. They're just really girly and really like, I don't know, delicate is the word that I want to use. So I guess if you ever, I would imagine that they're going to feel very tender and kind and make you, I don't, they might send you signs. I'm kind of getting that they send you, okay, they're telling me now. They send you like feathers. So watch for those. And like, yeah, anytime you feel girly, I don't know if you are anyway, but like, feel girly and like out of the ordinary, want to pay attention to those kind of things, that might be your angels are near and they're drawing your attention to that kind of stuff, if that makes sense. Okay, I hope that made sense. Let's see. Tammy, guardian angel names. Yes, let's do it. Okay. Okay, the first one I'm getting is Benjamin. And we can have more than two, by the way. Most people have two, but I would say the majority of people have two. Some people have three at once. We have a whole team, but for the most part, the majority of people have two that are working with us at any given time. Sometimes three, just depending on what's going on with you. Anyway, Tammy, we have Benjamin and Sara, Sara, no H. She wanted me to tell you. Okay, so Benjamin and Sara. Let's see. Does anybody want to talk? Sara wants to talk. And she says, precious one, thank you for tuning in tonight and for speaking up. We're so happy that you've made contact with us. Now that you know our names, please check in with us once in a while and then listen for our reply. You're doing wonderfully, period. Exclamation point, all the things. They're making me write a bunch of exclamation points. We're so proud of you. Keep up the good work. And remember that we're always here when you need us. So there you go. Tammy, that was for you. I'm putting little thumbs up on the ones that I've done so that I'm trying to keep track of where we're at here. We've got just a few more minutes, so I'll do maybe just like 2 more. Okay, Samira, guardian angel names. Yes, let's do it. Okay. Guardian angel names for Samira. Brady, Brady, and okay, Laverne. Brady and Laverne. Brady is more of a masculine energy, and Laverne feels very much like a not an old lady, but middle-aged woman. Let's see. Brady wants to give you a message. He says, "Thank you for speaking up and asking for help with getting our names. We're very proud of the progress you have made over the past year. Keep exploring and unfolding your gifts. We are here to help guide you and keep you safe. Please," okay. He wants you to, okay, he's giving you an assignment, Samira. So he wants you to, in your morning meditation, or if you don't do morning meditation, maybe start. And he wants you to start really trying to tune in to start with him. He says Brady wants to be the one to work with you right now. So he wants you to, in your morning meditations, be sure that you specifically, before you start, maybe ask Brady to come close, and then really be aware of his energy and really try to tune in to him specifically. And maybe ask the rest of your spirit team and anybody else, loved ones, anybody that might be around, just say, hey, right now I really want to focus on Brady and his energy, and then get to know his energy. So I'm sorry, everybody that wants a turn, but he wants me to give a quick little rundown on a good way to get to know our guardian angels and spirit team is to, every spirit will have a calling card. Okay, let me start with that, and I will do a live stream on this, they're telling me. So every spirit has a calling card. So what we need to do is just get to know what the calling card is for each spirit on our team, okay, or loved ones, whichever. So Brady wants you to learn his. So what you're going to do is you're going to get in a meditative state, and then you're going to say, Brady, I'm concentrating on you right now. Everyone else, I need you to back up out of my space. And then with Brady, I want you to tell him when you're in your meditation place, however you get there, okay, once you're there and you're ready to go, tell Brady I want you to take 2 steps toward me and connect with my energy. Then you need to notice anything that changes in your physical body. So if you get goosebumps, if you feel like someone's playing with your hair, if you get like a pain in your chest, if it's hard to breathe, you feel anything that you feel that's different than right before that, okay? And then say, Brady, okay, I'm done. I need you to take 2 steps back out of my energy, and again, notice what changes. Did that feeling go away? Okay. Then have him do it again. Do it 2 or 3 times. Have him take 2 steps in, notice what's going on, 2 steps away, notice what changes. Just do that process 2 or 3 times in a row, okay? And that's it. You're done with that meditation, okay? It should be consistent, and you should be able to feel something if you're paying attention to your body, okay? So that's a good rule for everybody. I will do a more extensive live stream on that, and yeah, so Okay, I think I'm going to do one more, and that's all we'll have time for tonight. Again, if I didn't get to you today, I'm for sure going to be doing this every Monday night. And I will have a topic like I did tonight for the first part, and then whatever time's left in the hour, I will spend doing readings and guardian angel names. Okay? So if you, like I said, if I didn't get to you, or if you know somebody that kind of wants to learn more about spiritual stuff, for sure have them tune in. Okay? Okay. I am Sara Hatfield. Guardian angel names. Yes. Let's do it. Okay, Joshua. And Michael. Not to be confused with the Archangel Michael. Okay. Joshua wants to talk to you. He says, young one, thank you for listening when we nudged you to join this live stream tonight, and for having the courage to speak out and ask. We want you to try to notice when we're around. We will send you signs, he says. Please watch for signs regarding angels. So he's saying like feathers or pictures of angels. Someone has a shirt with an angel on it. It can be literally anything. So watch for that, okay? Oh yeah, he says it could be music, it could be anything. So since he made me say that and go back to it, I would listen for like songs that have angel references in the title or in the lyrics, so on. We are always with you. You are safe. There is no need to worry. You're doing great. Just keep learning all you can and applying what you learn. He says, just watch for messages in the coming week. So they're going to be sending you something this week, okay? And I would pay extra special attention to music because he emphasized that quite a bit. So Joshua and Michael are your two guys that are with you right now, okay? And they both feel really strong and really kind of burly, I guess. So my guess is you may or may not be feeling very safe or very protected in your life where you're at right now, or very confident. So all things to know that they're there with you and they're keeping you safe. Okay? All right, you guys, that's pretty much it. So again, if I didn't get to you this week, you can check back next Monday. And I haven't decided 100% what next week's topic is going to be yet. Okay, they've given me like a million today, so I'm going to meditate on that a little bit this week. I'll make an event page like I did for this one, and I'll share it around so you guys can hopefully find it. And yeah, so I hope you guys learned something, some tips, whatever, something helpful about spirit anxiety. Let me know that. And if you have any more tips or whatever that we didn't get to, for sure, post those in wherever the comments are. over there, down there. Post those. Thanks to everybody that threw tips out tonight. That was really helpful. And I hope the readings were resonating with people and the names are helpful to you in connecting with your guardian angels. It's always really fun to know their names. It can be the first step in connecting with them. So sometimes it's easier when we know their names. We can kind of connect with them a little easier. So thank you everybody for joining me tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and love, light, and blessings to everybody. All right, you guys. Thanks for checking in. I'll talk to you soon.